Do you guys use tools from family members that have been passed down to you? Go switch. Cool. If anybody's interested in this, shoot me an email. My email is insightlandcare@gmail.com. So when the ignition is in the run position, the something internal inside the switch here is shorting out from either the power or some sort of signal from the battery, and it's getting over to the glow plugs, so that's starting it. That's starting them always on. There's two little holes here, right here and right here, which coincide with these two plugs that I'm actually going to use. I got this really basic on-off switch here that I'm gonna wire it in series. And if you don't know, so I've got this this very simple on-off switch here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this I'm gonna wire it in series, and realistically, either one of these brown cables here, so going to 19 or 17, either one doesn't matter, but probably 17 because that's the one that actually goes to the glow plug. I'm going to put the wire itself on one side of this, and then I'm going to make a jumper to go from here to the switch. So if I have it off, no matter what is going on in the switch here, I have to actually physically turn on the glow plugs. So I'll just have to remember that I need to turn the glow plugs on to have them working, and when I get it running, just turn it off. So, and this should mount up right here pretty easy. I just got to figure out which one I want. Probably the lower one. Because it is out of the way of the PTO. So you don't have to necessarily go too crazy. I'm just hoping that this fits. I guess I can see that way. Oh, okay, so this particular piece isn't going to fit how it is. However, I'm going to drill this out just a little bit more to accept the size of that thread. It's going to be a little bit something like that. It's upside down. But I think that'll sit nice and good there. So be easy to go over, look over there just to make sure and see if the switch is on and off. I got this snazzy kit that has just about everything I need. So what I did is I took off this jumper that goes from 17 to 19, and I cut the wire. We got it here. So I'm going to put my switch right here in this hole. This lead going outbound to the glow plugs themselves will be the outlet. So I need to make a jumper from this side. Basically, I need to make a jumper from this side of the switch, which is going to be here, over to 17 and then make a small jumper from 17 to 19. Alright, got some black wire here, pretty close to the brown. You really can't tell the difference, but I'll know what it is, and I'm going to be the only one that's ever going to work on this. So I believe this one, however, we could probably get by with a... And we'll use the blue one. Tell you what you can do. Show you a little trick. The only terminal you have... I'm not throwing it on the ground, I'm picking it up. If the only terminal you have is the wrong size for this wire, like this, it's probably fine, but it is loose. You can take this wire, you can either spread it and cut a few of these and double it back on itself, which is what I'm gonna do. Press it down as much as you can without using the pliers. You want to keep that randomness. And there you go. It fits in there perfectly. When you crimp this down, what's going to happen is the electrical is going to be even tighter. There you go. Okay. So, down is the off position. Whenever you flick this up, they are connected, and I can show you. So this is on, this is off, so there should be no continuity. I got the buzzer going. I don't know if you can hear it. You can see the ohms though. So those are connected. Right now these are unconnected. So when it's installed into the dashboard, all I gotta do is flip over here. Without causing that big of an issue. There we go. Glow plug's on, glow plug's off, no matter what the ignition switch is doing. Let's put this back through here. Put the on-off switch thingy back on it. Hope you guys can see this. It's hard for me to see what's actually happening on the screen. It keeps turning off. We'll slide that on there. Come a little bit to center so I can get the nut started. Okay, and then since this hole isn't clocked, I'll just kind of keep it decently straight, maybe even a little bit of extra. That way when we tighten it down, all we got to do is twist it a little. Like this. There we go. We got the two wires, they're still there. This one's going over to the switch. But for now, good to go. I mean, and it's kind of out of the way. I'm not going to hit it with my hand getting the throttle. I'm not going to hit it when I hit the PTO. I've got both of these wires ready to go. Take these, twist them. I'm going to use our yellow, which is still about half the thickness. Use our crimp. Nice and tight, it's not going anywhere. And for this one, I'll feed it back through. Put it on this wire. Screwdriver. Tighten it down. So this was exposed to the elements. I would probably use one of the more flexible plastic terminals here. That'll have some heat shrink, but all of these are exposed, so you don't have to worry about any of that. And then this one here, make this nice and easy as well. We'll follow it steps back, and we will put a terminal right here. Just some spare wire I had sitting around. Get the end of it off. Probably going to need to double this one up too. This terminal is a little shorter, so we can get by with just doing this. It will be thick enough. And on there. Nice and tight. Throw a crimp on it, make sure the orientation's correct, otherwise you got a twist in your wire. Good to go. This nut goes here, which we'll go ahead and thread in so we don't have to worry about our fingers and brain jiving. Okay, tighten that one down. Alright, do the same thing. Gonna check for continuity on this wire, make sure our plugs are good. We're good, should have nothing on this one. Yep. And then when we flip the switch, we should have connection all the way to our switch. So turn it off, no glow plug. Glow plug for a few seconds, boom, shut it off. Will never turn on again by itself. There's a little tabs over there. Little tab right there. You push down and back. Plop. Doesn't have very much grip, but as long as it holds it down, it'll hold it down. As I said, it's not watertight, so you really don't have to worry about that. Yeah, that one's just spinning. Go. Switch. Cool. So what did I do? What did I do since the last one? I took out the fuel tank to make sure there was no leaks. I have a new one of these wire hoses coming. I took the radiator out all the way. Took it to a shop. They flushed it. Did as much as they could, but they said that there was probably no problem in there. Like I said, I think the whole issue was the glow plugs. But let's get the rest of the engine put back together. Alright, we'll get to 3 new injectors. It came with this heat shield and washer for the bottom. I didn't take any of those out, that's for sure. But this is supposed to go. This is supposed to go here, and then that goes here, and then you shove it in there. But I don't know if I should. I mean, because that fits, but it's whether or not that fits in that hole. I'll tell you what. We're gonna learn at the same time. I'm gonna have a flashlight in my mouth, so I won't be able to talk, but I'll point it in there. We'll see how it works. Okay. Okay. I'm kind of digging that. So it goes from that to that. Let's try it. They shipped it with it. Let's try it out. You might as well, right? As long as we can make sure they're all seated. I was buying the glow plugs on Amazon, and it suggested 3 new injectors, like these injectors and that heat shield thing, and the glow plugs. All of this was like, I don't know, maybe like $60. So this here should be the a little loose. It's the wrong size. What is that, 22? It might be 21 millimeter. But that fits good. So I really can't remember how deep these are, but I think I've got a spec. Yeah, I'll show you here in this picture. There's a picture of the heat shield and the washer. Remove copper gasket, remove glow plugs, replace copper gasket and heat seal with a new one. Nozzle holder assembly. Number 4. To 37 to 50 foot-pounds. These are brand new, so we're going to go up to 50. And if I can't get it tight enough, what I'll do is I'll go ahead and install the head. Since the head will be tightened down with 14 head bolts, then I'll be able to torque this easily. That's one. And now, repeat 2 more times. Okay. Now that one is done. The glow plugs also have a torque spec. And I think this one is in like inch pounds. So it's going to be a little more difficult to get. But we just divide it by 12. You should have the foot pounds. Okay, foot pounds, it says 5.8 to 10 foot pounds. We can do that with this one. No, we can't. That one only goes down to 20. So what we're going to do, we're going to use our elbow. So since they were on, this little black plastic thing melted on every one of them. Like all of those are melted. So I just replaced all the glow plugs. And honestly, these just have to be tight to just to seal up the cylinder so you don't lose compression. You're probably going to hear my neighbor shooting, I believe. I haven't heard that particular weapon before, so must be new. Kind of testing it out, seeing what it's all about. I don't remember what size this is. 10? $10mm. Okay. So my elbow has been calibrated to the amount of foot pounds. Go a little, just a smidge more. Go a little. There we go. Alright, there's oil on all of these. I dunked them off camera. It's overheating. It's a little warm outside, so certain torque spec we will use. Put it on the screen. And in the certain pattern. I'm going to zip all these down with the small impacts real quick and torque them to spec. I still got my push rods. They're all cleaned, but they're in this in the cardboard as I took them out. So we'll put them back in. Before I tighten these down, before I tighten the rocker arms down, I am going to make sure that I loosen up all of the valve adjustment nuts so it can torque down properly. I'm lucky enough today. This is my late grandfather's feeler gauge set. Very accurate. Some of his wooden screwdrivers. It's good to use tools that you have and you know, they kind of mean something to you. It's always better. Do you guys use tools from family members that have been passed down to you? Let me know which ones. Those were very tight. 19 foot-pounds. So just a little. Right about there. What we're going to do is we're going to watch the cylinders, each individual cylinder, and we're going to adjust them once the valves themselves stop moving for a little bit. Like right now we should be good on that one. Valve clearance on this for intake as well as exhaust is the same, 5 thousandths to 7 thousandths. So we got 2, 4, 5. We have 6. How about we'll just stick at 6? Okay, so here we are, 6 thousandths of an inch. I'm gonna tighten this one till it touches, and then go back just a smidge. There we go. And the hard part is always getting this tight enough without messing up your adjustment. There you go, slight drag. Happy with that. We'll do the same thing on this one. Right there. I'm sorry for the wind. It is about to come down with the rain. So coming up on the exhaust stroke, and you'll see that this one, as soon as it starts to close, the one on the left, the intake, will start to open just a smidge. Right about here. That's technically overlap. So what overlap does is the intake and the exhaust valve are open just a little. So the air rushing in to this valve just a little bypasses and helps clear out the cylinder and pushes out the exhaust for a little bit better cleaning. So we'll go down, intake valves fully open, It's almost at the bottom of the stroke. And once the intake and the exhaust valve are both closed, in this particular location, this is the compression stroke. So with the compression stroke, there has to be a gap here. Otherwise, the valve itself will stay open. You'll lose compression, and then you have no power. So easiest way for me to do it. I used to have an old Mini Cooper. I would always just go down. I had to do this on the side of the road when I had one of these loosen up. I go down till it touches, and back a smidge, and it's probably pretty dang close. So touch, back, and that's probably right on the money there. Check and see. 6 thousandths. Ooh, a smidge, a little tight. But that was pretty well adjusted. Obviously, I've got the tools here, so I'm going to use them. But let's get the exhaust and the intake tightened back up. Alrighty, all the valves adjusted, all the head bolts torqued, injectors torqued, glow plugs torqued. I'm gonna throw on the intake, throw on the exhaust, run the fuel lines, put my new copper washers on here, and we'll get this thing buttoned back up. Alright, well, here we are about a week or two later. Alright, here we are about a week or two later. I've messed around with this a little bit whenever I was done working for the day. I put the intake back on. I've got the fuel lines on, the exhaust. I've welded the exhaust on, spray painted it, new filter, new belts, 2 new belts. New oil filter, got everything else all back up, all this buttoned up, looking nice and neat. Filled the radiator up. I've ran it for about 4 or 5 hours. However, unfortunately, it seems to have developed a knock. So I'm gonna go ahead and start this up real quick. I've taken the panels back off so I can get a little bit better. I don't know where it is. It could be all of the pistons. It's something I probably should have taken apart before I put it all back together. But I'll show you what we got going on here. And I'll show you this as well. Glow plug. Glow plug is working. Turn it off. Go to start. So, like I said, I've ran it for I ran it for 4 or 5 hours, had no problems. It really didn't even overheat. I had the panels and everything on. They're over there. But I took them all off just to keep it working good. But now I've developed a knock, and I probably should have taken everything apart. So I'm gonna decide what I really want to do. I don't. I've dumped a lot of money into this thing, and it's unfortunate, but you know, it is what it is. So I'm gonna weigh my options, and if anyone's honestly truly interested in a 930D with a flail mower, this is all brand new blades. They've got the scoop knives on them, the scoops on them, I should say. If anybody's interested in this, shoot me an email. My email is insightlandcare@gmail.com. I gotta get something more reliable. I can't keep taking this thing apart every other weekend just to keep it running. A new block is you can get a rebuild kit for like $400, $400 or $500, but then you're not sure if it's gonna fix it. You have to take it to a machine shop, have everything checked, see if you need to get some sleeves, and then you have to get undersized pistons, and then you have to check the crankshaft to see if you need oversized or undersized bearings. The whole thing starts snowballing. The only thing that is wrong with it is now just the engine. So I'm a little annoyed, but if you're interested in a otherwise reliable 930D, you let me know. New tires, new belts, new blades. I've got the debris shield kit. It's kind of hard to see. Maybe you can see it underneath there. So the debris shield kit, that's like $100 right there. This has the good seat. It's a little dusty. I blew it off, but I didn't do anything. So this is from the debris shield. Screen's good on the radiator. Radiator's been all cleaned out. It runs and starts just fine. I haven't had a problem with it ever starting. It's just now I've got this problem here with the engine knocking. So if you'd like to help out the channel, I need a D1305, and if you've got one, I don't even care if it's the 1105, slightly detuned for the new 900 model, but at this point, I put so much money into the machine to make it good and reliable and refreshed that, you know, an extra $3,000 for the engine is just something I can't do right now. So let me know if you can help me out here. I've got the hitch, brand new tires, like I said, new blades. It's got the good seat. It's got the hydraulic lift for it, so if you had a normal lift deck, you can put it over there. It's got the electrical over there ready to be plugged in and ran. The machine is fine. It's just the engine. So let me know.